So then when we talk about captioning, something that's kind of developing here is we're starting to see the proliferation of captioning almost as the curb cut was. So now we're seeing captioning come up, and probably the first curb cuts maybe weren't great for everybody. They may have been too steep, or we may have had issues there, and we're starting to see algorithmic captioning become something that can really be provided and will hopefully improve in time to get closer to CART. It's not at a point where it can replace CART right now, but it's something where it's improving, and it will be interesting to see how the technology improves over time. So one of the main captioning vendors is Otter AI. They are the vendor that we use, and I'm going to kind of go over what it's like to use their software a little bit. So what I'm going to show you here is just a little demo of using Otter AI on on a computer on the website, and you can kind of see how that would work. What's cool about Otter is that it saves all of the audio recording and the transcript, so the student has access to both. So the most common way we use Otter right now is as a note-taking support, because students can actually benefit from having the full transcript there. You'll see in this recording my internet was slow, so that it's not going to be instant, but if you have decent internet, it will actually display in real time. But basically, it's really great software because you're able to export the text as like a PDF or a Word doc. In Otter, you can actually search the text as well. So if you want to search for a term, you're able to easily do that. And then there's this free software, Cadet. It's from the National Center for Accessible Media, and it allows you to actually edit or create captions, and you can import SRT files, which is what Otter exports the captioning file as. So it's very easy to basically go in and take an Otter file, have it be corrected a little bit, work on the timing, and then you have a professionally captioned file that you can use, especially if it's just a single person talking. So this is a quick demo of a workflow. Example of a workflow using Otter AI and the Cadet software, which is free software that I mentioned earlier. So what you can first do in Otter is make any corrections that you see. So I'm going to go over here and just correct the name of this. And then I can go over to the rest of the document and see if there's any other errors that I want to change. At this point, I see WCAG is wrong. And then let's say I'm fine with it. I'm going to click done, and then I can go out and click the export to text button. And you could export as a PDF or something else if you wanted to, or a Word doc. But for us, SRT is the perfect file for captioning, so that's what I'm going to use. You can control how many lines you have, how many characters per line. I'm going to say it's all fine. Click continue. It's going to make a little download of the SRT. I can go into the import feature of Cadet, and I can then choose SRT. I can go to my downloads. I can find the SRT I want to import, and there it is. And now I can begin editing the timing. So if I listen to the timing here, oh, actually before I edit the timing, I'm sorry, I need to go and add the document. So I'm going to go in and add the video file, which is right over here. And then I'm going to go and we can hear the timing. Now let's say that I want to extend this out. I could extend this maybe another 5 seconds. I could extend this another 6, or these are milliseconds. But you get what I'm saying, that basically you can start to change the timing on this. You can also edit the text, so if there was an error that you caught, you can make that change in here as well. You can see even Grammarly will check each one as I have the extension installed for Safari. So it's checking each bubble that I click on, which is pretty cool for spelling errors. And you also basically can copy event time. So I want to insert the start time from somewhere. I can insert. I can go to the player and queue a start time. So I want to queue from right here. I can just go queue start time, and there's the start time of that one. So it works very well. And then when you finish, you can just go to the file and click export, and then you can export your SRT or whatever file type you choose out, and you can have your final SRT. And that's pretty much how you can integrate Otter AI and Cadet together to produce quality captioning. So that's kind of how you can use the Cadet software and integrate that with Otter AI to create a workflow. So I have student workers who go in on Otter, they make all the corrections and check everything. And then I'm the final person who's kind of looking at the captioning in Cadet and making any timing changes and just kind of doing a final grammar check to make sure everything looks good. So that's kind of the process that we've been using for a lot of the captioning. These are some of the different vendors. I'm not going to go over it too much. You know, there's Otter, there's Rev, and a lot of these also plug into Zoom as well now. I've heard that Zoom it's rumored that they're going to be maybe partnering with Otter to kind of, that they're testing some type of algorithmic captioning for their platform with Otter, and that may be coming out later this year or sometime next year. So that's kind of a rumor I've been hearing about. And then other ones that are kind of interesting is something like Ava, which is a new one that's come out where you can actually have the algorithmic captioning, but if it's too unusable for a student, they can actually page in to have someone check that captioning in real time and provide CART. So it actually it's an extra fee that you end up paying for when they page someone, but it can be helpful because then if there's no access, you're able to actually have a person come in and start correcting the captioning.